I have found that story and music have always been constants in my life. As a child, my mother would sing to me, and all of my relatives had the most wonderful stories of days gone by. My earliest memory was lying in my crib thinking, there's got to be a better way to get to sleep. I know. I'll tell myself a story. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, little did I know at that tender age that story and music would always be an important part of my life. As an only child of older parents, I developed a vivid imagination. I had lots of friends in here. When I was 4 years old, I accomplished my mother's great desire of learning to play the piano. That was her desire. After that first year of piano lessons, I took it 6 more times during my school years. Piano was just not my instrument, but I loved music. I loved to sing. I joined the Girl Scouts. I joined choir as soon as I could. When I was in the 6th grade, I got a guitar so I could accompany myself. It was also good to hide behind. I was more than a little bit shy. By high school, the guitar and the singing found my best friend, and we're still friends to this day. It wasn't until I got to college that I discovered another joy. When my fellow students said, "What? You haven't read The Lord of the Rings?" No. So I did and discovered that I loved fantasy and science fiction. I loved to read. I enjoyed reading so much that I started writing my own stories, especially medieval fantasy. I joined a writers group, and one of my friends said, if you're going to do medieval fantasy, you need to join a medieval reenactment group so you understand what life was like. Well, that was a good idea, so I did. And the first thing I did was join a magical group. That's a type of singing group. And one of the members brought her new harp to the meeting and started playing and let me play. That was my instrument. I started taking lessons, got my own harp, started playing, and I discovered as I played my traditional Celtic tunes that there were people who told traditional Celtic stories, and sometimes with harp. I wanted to do that, but it didn't happen. What did happen was life. I was involved with my family, I was involved with my work. I still played the harp, and I still wrote from time to time. But getting into storytelling was just a little bit more than I was ready for. About 10 years ago, my husband passed away. And that safety net where I was free to dream and imagine seemed to just evaporate. However, 5 years ago, I discovered Toastmasters. And there I learned how to tell stories. I even told a traditional story, The Robin and the Wren. I wished I could have played the harp with it, but I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. A few weeks ago, I got a notice from one of my harp friends who said, I'm going to put on a harp and story workshop. Oh, I'm in. I'm all over that. I was so excited. We had our first session a week or so ago, and I'd like to share with you my first story with the harp. I walked through the forest after a heavy rain. The rain has stopped, but the wind drives the sound of sprinkles from the trees, cascading like a waterfall. Beyond, all is silence. Yes, story and music are still constants in my life. Madam Toastmaster.